Hello, everybody! It's time for Artabelinda Sunday. First, we need to find... First, we need to find a nice little playlist. I have a whole bunch saved, so... We'll do this lo-fi summertime vibes. I'm going to turn down this one. And hello, Hades! How are you doing? So we'll draw for a little while. Maybe an hour, hour and a half. Then we'll play some Final Fantasy. There we go. For some reason I was having a hard time finding where my mouse went to. So this book is going to end up being a little bit smaller. I'm going to try to like roughly... I'm going to do a little bit more than half this time. Make sure that I have enough room. I'll put like one character right here. Here. That should be enough room, I think. One is just slightly taller than the other. Kind of like drawing everything out. Hey, Corliss. One of Mr. Brogath's books. I think this one is a Yuri erotica called 1 Month. Well, hey, thanks, Mr. Brogath. And so we're working on that cover. Mr. Bogath at one point had used AI for this cover, so I already have like a reference, but we're gonna redraw it since I have time to work on like actual things like book covers. Book covers can actually be like pretty expensive because of a lot of people, you know, they think you're gonna make, like, a lot of artists seem to think you're gonna make a lot of money from books, which is not the case. So like it can be particularly hard for authors to make money because you know, book covers are so expensive. Thank you, Corliss. we frequently, you know, we talk to other authors and stuff, and they frequently tell us that a lot of their art is in the like $700 range. And, you know, if you're successful, that's, you know, it's pretty agreeable. But for a lot of people, you know, they're not quite as successful as the people who have like big publishers behind them. So it gets a little bit harder if you're an indie author. But I still think AI actually makes for good references as long as you, you know, pay attention to the anatomy. You pay attention to the anatomy, I think you'll be pretty set. And I think those are like one of the instances you can use AI is to set yourself up. Like if you're a person who has a hard time explaining what they want out of a drawing, you know, but the artist, you know, really wants you to try to explain and you can't, then it's a lot easier to be like, hey, this is what I want. Yeah, for the most part, yeah. Like I said, it's really hard. It's really hard to find an artist who kind of like understands that. No, we worked with a lot of great artists though. Like Mr. Brogath's Tales of Love and Magic series was done by a guy who was like really awesome. But he kind of like dropped off the face of the planet, unfortunately. Just like the other issues artists find themselves in is when their artist quits arting for various reasons. Either because of like health concerns or for some other reason. He was a really great artist. Yeah, that's yeah, it's hard. And that's what it is though. That's what it is though. Like it's not that it's not worth it. It's just that's just hard. It's just hard to be able to afford that as an indie author. And actually, Cynthia's, my, well, our daughter, has decided, our little spawn, has actually redrawn one of the other AI covers that Mr. Brogath has. Do you imagine? Mr. Brogath, how many books do you have? Like, the vast majority of them have cover art done by actual artists. But it would be hard to afford everyone to be hand-drawn with the amount of books that Mr. Brogath has. I'll be doing one more book cover, I think. Up Shit Creek. Cannot get this other boob for the life of me. Maybe I need to draw the clothes for it or something. I don't know. But anyway, Up Shit Creek. Up Shit Creek is another one shot that I'm gonna do. Like I'm literally looking at this boob in this. I can't get it right. We're gonna skip over that for now. It's fine. We're just draw a circle. Probably because it's not completely straight. And maybe if I flip the canvas, I'll struggle less with the anatomy on this. Her body got a whole lot smaller there. You love the title? Yeah, I think so. You have to show me again. Can you show me again? Like in chat? I mean, obviously, like, emotes are really small anyway, so you're not really gonna notice it. One day, I'm gonna play around with animating some of my emotes. And, yeah, that's really not bad at all. I think that looks really cool. Like, see, you can't even, like, tell that it's a little bit off and it's smaller. I can't even tell when it's big that it's a little bit off. And exactly, as long as the person it's meant for likes it, it's great art. It's all that matters. Although I, too, get caught up with that struggle of having people like my artwork. It is a struggle. It is a struggle for everybody. To want to have their stuff liked. And then, you know, struggle when it's not. I like how I was able to sketch out this one body, like, pretty fast. And then, like, I'm struggling with this one. Maybe it's because I'm used to drawing big boobed women, and this one is not a big boobed woman. She's a little boobed. She's also fairly smaller bodied than the other woman, I think. No, humongous. Yeah. This still makes me giggle. I like it. I mean, like... I mean, if you look, there's a type of body that I like to draw. They're more curvy. Oh, I'm talking about this one that I'm currently drawing. Actually, she's probably meant to be a little bit smaller than I'm trying to draw her, but you know. A lot of times I will draw like guidelines and then I just like completely forego them sometimes. This one's more slender. Should roughly have the same arm size though. That's problem. I think that's a problem where I have is determining where the arm part should be. I swear the hardest parts for me to draw are arms and feet. I hate arms and feet. If you ask me to draw like a hand, I can draw like a hand like super fast. It takes me a hot minute to draw arms. I always want to draw arms like super thick. Like I want to have thick boy arms. Maybe that's just because I have thicker arms. Curvy and in lush. That's a lovely body shape. I do need to adjust this slightly though, because her leg is just a little thicker than it should be. Now I do see why the AI has this area here heavily shadowed. I'm very bad at describing body types. Still feel like I think I need to squish her head down a little bit. Maybe it's just part of the head that's giving me trouble. Anatomy is so rough, guys. Humans have to be oddly proportionate. Why can't they be more like dragons? It's all because I made her head slightly too big. And now her arm's gonna look more proportionate. Because now her head's the correct size. I did also make her arms a little bit long. Well, actually, the AI cover did do a pretty good job. It's like, I think I made it slightly shorter than what the AI did, but I think I forgot to mention it. But it does show it pretty good. I think the problem is like the hair and stuff gets in the way a lot. But also, I think they made Claire bigger all around. Like, her head is a little bit bigger too. Alright, we're gonna do hands later, because I don't like hands. Well, I do like hands, but hands are troublesome. Gonna kind of map out where I want hair to be. My sketches always look better, and so does my line art until I go to color them. I have an issue, apparently, where I go to color things, and then they look completely different. And I think it's just because, I don't know. Coloring is weird. And I'm erasing it like softly so I know. I can still follow my guidelines, but also figure out how I want to do the nose. Oops. That was the wrong one. I think I can get away with making her nose a little bit longer. You're gonna watch me tweak this nose forever and a day. It's pretty acceptable for right now. Down that way. Gotta remember. When I draw the eyes, it does not want to look. We cannot make it look straight. It needs to not be straight. I think your head might be a little bit too wide. Might have to make something thicker, maybe. It's just her jaw, I think. If we can just go ahead and do this now. Pop this all a little bit further that way. I'll eventually get it right. I found the manga I was thinking of where the female lead is Lush, called Amano Megumi Wasuki Dakare. The story is kind of tropey typical, but it's cute. Oh yeah. Well, Mr. Boga recognizes it. The code lead in this story is a bit smaller in the chest, but that's pretty close. Maybe if I make her eyelashes a little bit bigger. I don't know. This is sometimes where I get stumped. Also, I feel like her eyes should be a little bit more lidded than what's in the AI reference, just because she's looking down a little bit more. Oops, nuts. I wanted to... click the wrong one. I think I got it the way that I like it. Ish. Maybe. Now I'm gonna tweak the eyeball forever. Yeah, that's a little... And this is why sketching takes me forever. Because everything has to match up right here before I do any of the line art. Okay. So, which one? Sylvia's the blonde, right? We'll just do. I know. I'm also gonna forget that because it's gonna be like a few weeks before I get to that point. It'll probably take me a couple here to figure out what I'm doing with sketching, probably. Especially now that with her eyebrow angle, she looks angry now. Instead of kind of like the O expression. It's important to look at the whole expression. I'm not sure if it's the mouth maybe or what. I don't know. You're gonna figure it out though. Yeah, something's wrong with it. Here we go again. It might have something to do with the shoulder being way out there. I think I got the boot placement right now. Some reason I'm gonna get her face. That's what I get for being too zoomed in, though. Not paying attention. Proportions. Better proportion face. I am sketching on one layer because I am a gremlin. But I will probably do line art on 2 separate layers. I do close. I will, though. I do close on 1 layer. Though when I get to that part, like this is just like forms and like the facial stuff. Might even just like try that. I think I like that too. Maybe. I don't know. I think I like something until I get to like drawing the eyeball and then I'm like, no. No judgment, just curious. No. Yeah, I do. Although in the end I end up having a ton of layers, mostly because I color everything on a different layer. I'll sketch people on different layers so that I can move them around to test out perspectives. I'm not as good, so I cheat by doing that. No, it's not cheating. That's just using the tools at your disposal to your advantage. I do that with line art, though, because when I always end up, like, editing my sketch with the line art and stuff. I'm like, oh, I'll come back, like, 2 weeks later, and I'll be like, oh, this doesn't look right. That's gonna have to be changed. I think I did that with Pastel Psycho a lot. The last cover that I just finished like a couple weeks ago. I did the same thing with that one. I was just like, oh, that looks weird. That has to be changed. And so like my sketch, like my final sketch is never actually my final sketch. I'm telling you, her head might just get smaller and smaller. I don't know. Well, I don't think there's an issue with the head anymore. I do think I need to make maybe a little bit longer. I swear my eyes always like range in style and consistency and size. I don't have a consistent eye shape that I draw. Although I do have a tendency to draw my eyes like a little bit smaller. I meant to make this upper part bigger, and then I swear to God, as I sit there and try to draw it out, like it just gets smaller and smaller. Still looks too flat. I'm trying to make it like less flat. Like kind of more like a surprise face a little bit. There we go. Something like that. Ha! Finally like the eyeball. Miracle. I do think I need to move it back a little bit. Maybe down a little bit. Too close to the eyebrow. There we go. That looks pretty good. Yeah, I do like the clothes and stuff on different layers. Oops. Hit a button. And then like when I do line art, there'll be separate layers. And then I'll end up with like a whole bunch of different layers when I go to do the coloring. That's gonna get in my way. Okay, we're gonna have to work on that mouth later. Because I have a feeling I'm gonna hate whatever I do anyway. I also hate like super pointy chins, so I'm gonna have to redraw that again. I'm gonna have to do something about this because might be a little bit too skinny. I might have drawn her a little bit too skinny. Because, like, I don't know. This right here is going to bother me. And maybe I just need to make her neck bigger. The neck should line up with the top part of this boob, yeah. Neck just is a needle touch long. There, I got a body and I got a neck. No, she's good. Well, I'm talking about her head size. I had her head, like, huge. In yesterday's podcast, we joked about hot tub streams making people think that all VTubers are degenerates. So I'm going to make a hot tub that's actually a cauldron that I'll be cooking my goose in. I even want to have veggies falling into the pot on occasions. That would be funny. I actually thought about doing a VTuber, like, female version, you know, those, like, alpha male podcasts. Just, like, you know, just switch, you know, the pronouns around and just talk exactly like them and just do it for fun. I always meant for her to be a good bit smaller than Claire. Yeah, but not her. Like, you don't want her to have a balloon head. A balloon head. And then we just like get on there and like do it. And just like make a parody, and I'll invite like other male VTubers and do like the same stuff that they do. And just like degenerate. Like, why aren't you making me a sandwich, Mr. Brogath? Why aren't you doing it? Like, do you have no worth? You are talking to an alpha female dragon. No bobblehead. No bobbleheads. I do not like bobbleheads. I mean, they're funny, but not on people. Not people bobbleheads. Just like those parody like alpha male videos you see all the time on TikTok. I see them all the time. Like talking about you know, their body count for a male has to be 0. Yeah, I'm far more domestically skilled than any woman ever has been. You have no basis for complaint. Except for the fact you still dig in the trash. How do you expect it to work with that freaking sandwich? I did make my own sandwich for lunch though. In fact, we caught 2 of Mr. Brogath's relatives outside, digging through some of the yard sods that we left because we're working in our garden, and a couple of Mr. Brogath's relatives were there messing around. We have a video of it. Hey, digging in the trash is my choice. Well, it goes with my body, my choice. So you like to cook too? I like to cook, but I don't ever like to clean up after myself, so that's my problem. I like cooking, I hate to clean up, so I think part of my problem is this arm and why I hate it. I know, I skipped straight over from going to the trying to do the face to the arm and why it bothers me. And I have figured out a reason why it bothers me. That's not out far enough. Needs to come this way a little bit more. Cleanup sucks, yeah. Cleanup and prep are cooking while outlining and editing art or writing. They're no one's favorite parts. Or like getting out all those art supplies and having to put up all the art supplies. I don't like doing that part either. That's part of the reason why I don't really sew much anymore, is because like the setting up and then cutting out the fabric. You know, it also partially has to do with the fact that I have dragon brain and I will sew things backwards all the time. Like, no fear, I will accidentally I will accidentally have to take everything out again. Come out far enough. Also, that's too far in. Trying to figure out head size, 'cause I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. I mean, that works. Ish. Got the... keep this part of it. It's still too much. You need your head tilted forward a little bit. A little bit more. And this part has to be correct because she's going to be in a ponytail style. As well, just make that correct to begin with. And then you know what? We're going to take the whole thing. We're gonna slightly cheat because, again, having a hard time here. So her neck's going to be a little bit longer and a little bit shorter on this side. Okay, I think we're getting somewhere. Maybe. That's why I like digital art. It's true, everybody likes digital art. Even though I swear, like, I can draw a person traditionally better than I could digitally any day. It's something about the paper texture, I think. It's something about the paper texture. I think that looks pretty good. Make that a little bit more. No. Now it's time to tweak the nose on this one forever. Okay. Maybe we'll do the nose in a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I ought to do her hair first. In fact, I'll just erase it because I'm probably not gonna like it. It always takes me a while to get like faces angled the way I want to because it's just face angles are hard, man. Especially this specific view, like it's not quite 3/4, but it's kind of like 3/4. So you're like kind of seeing a little bit of everything. Nope, not that either. Did not like it. One of the main things I can do better than AI is hair, at least. Most of the time. Some of these kind of hairstyles, I don't. And this ponytail shape is just a placeholder. It will be refined later. Right now, it gives me a better example of her face. It gives me a better view of how I want her face to be. Maybe I can make it a little bit. At least we're making good eye contact, I guess. I just need to figure out what the pupils thing. Pupils thing always gets me every single time. I'll tell you, I hate drawing this mouth like so much. Because I always have the urge to draw like mouths in a semi-realistic style. That's not how this works. I think I will make your nose longer though. I might have to adjust your eyebrow. A little bit though. Because it's not quite curved the way that I want. Also, her eyes are that mother. I guess they're not a lot smaller, but they are supposed to be a little bit smaller, I guess. Okay, I might be able to make this. Perhaps slight tad smaller. I'm getting there. I like the size, but I need to ram this one like I did the other girls. I mean, she'll be looking up. Yeah. Well, she's supposed to have, I think, her head tilted down a little bit, and she's going to be looking up slightly, is what I'm going for. But I think I need to make them a little bit closer, though. Because, like, so, I mean, I probably do need to make hers, like, slightly. And for some reason, I'm not quite getting her eye the way that I would like it to be either. It's a little bit better. My problem is I don't know exactly where the people should go. Just her face in general also is incredibly flat. Try to make it less flat. Like, I gotta find out where her cheek goes. I feel like I need to, like, hold this part a little bit more that way. I think that fixed her face a lot. I think the other part is I don't have her back drawn See if I can fix things by like. There we go. There's the thing over a little bit. Telling you, I always have issues with shoulders in particular. Don't ask me why. But I just do. I have like a real problem with shoulders. Women's shoulders mainly, but women's shoulders nonetheless. I think this ear might be a little bit too straight, maybe. And maybe it needs to be out a little bit further. Touch further. This ear needs to go down quite a bit. It is at an angle as it's supposed to be, but it's still a little bit high. Alright, well, I kind of like it so far. I'll probably work more on anatomy details once I get some clothes figured out. Gonna work a touch more on some anatomy bits. Their butt was way too out there. I just feel like I have a hard time drawing fishies too. The butts. Because, you know, oftentimes your thighs do like line up with your butt a little bit. There we go. That's a better butt shape. I have to work on these arms a little bit more next time because, well, maybe they're not as awkward as I thought they'd be, but I gotta do hands though. We just, we got no hands. And widen her neck a little bit here. I think that's my problem with her shoulder. It's as usual because I make my neck like way too big. Her arm still is like a little bit clunky maybe, but I have to work on this part a little bit too. Okay, and I think that's where I'm gonna stop for today. It's like, my brain's about to be fried with anatomy issues. I think anatomically they look pretty okay. I'll probably have to like stare at it next time and be like, this is wrong. I also just feel like her other head, the other girl's head, is just so much smaller compared to the other girl's head. But she is smaller. It's like your head is gonna be like a little bit smaller, but not about that much smaller. Maybe the other girl's head is just too big. That's probably, yeah. It's the other girl's head. Just kind of, you know. And now they look more proportionate to one another. Yeah, a little bit. Still feel like her face needs to be wider, but I'll come back to that next week, I think. Okay. So this is the sketch we've worked on today. It took me an hour and a half to do this much. But this is for the cover of 1 month. Mr. Bogav's newest, or not newest novel, but, you know, one of his novels that we're working on here. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break, get my tablet put up, and then we're gonna play some Final Fantasy XIV. It's one of them. Nah, he didn't make me that sandwich. I ate lunch earlier, so. I'll be right back. Enjoy my commercial. Are you, or a dragon you know, suffering from an understocked gold hoard? On April 5th, 1933, President Roosevelt ordered all gold over a small value be turned in exchange for smelly, dirty, paper human money. On June 5th, 1933, the United States officially went off the gold standard. Do you know what happens when a dragon's breath touches paper money? Dragons have had to resort to desperate measures, assuming human-like forms, depositing this paper money into human banks, and working jobs. Gone are the days you could burn down a castle and take its treasure. Many dragons are working on rebuilding their stocks of gold,